Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Caitlin from Caitlin Plans, and today I'm going to be planning in my Plum Paper Daily Planner for March 25th, Saturday, March 25th. It is currently really snowy outside, so I might have to cut if the wind gets to be too much because we got like 9 inches of snow overnight. But I'm going to plan here on Saturday. The idea for today is planning with circle stickers because that's a sticker that I find particularly tricky to work with. They're fun to cluster, and once you find the right combination and the right shapes with them, it becomes a lot easier. But circle stickers are always something that I love seeing in other people's planners, but I can't ever figure out for myself. So I'm gonna just jump into today. I'm gonna show you what I did yesterday though, because I was really happy with yesterday's daily spread. Paper Raven Co., of course, because I just keep using that sticker book. I thought, you know, maybe like a monochrome orange spread could be fun. So I used these like larger orange florals and the butterflies, and then I layered them with some new like spotty dotty Dalmatian dot washi I got from Simply Gilded in the mail the other day. I think it's adorable. So that's what I did yesterday. We're gonna go with Saturday the 25th. And just before that, I want to show you the last time that I used circle stickers in my daily, and I think it was this one. And I kind of let them become really big clusters with a lot of other stuff going on in them, which I think is a good way to approach it if you're kind of nervous about just the circle stickers. But I used these Create with Mandy map circles in this spread. I think this is a really fun one. I'm going to try to find other circle spreads that I did just to give you a little bit of like inspiration, just see how it's done. Well, here's one that I didn't fill in, but I layered it with florals and some boxes. So like you can kind of see the concept here. If I had continued it through the other half of the spread, I think it would have been kind of fun, but a few less circles than the other one, which is like a lot of circles. And then finally, I really like this one. It's a little busy because it's florals on florals, but I thought the florals on florals was kind of a cute idea. So that's what I've got kind of in this planner that has already been like circle spreads. I'm going to go ahead and jump into today. I grabbed 4 sheets of circle stickers just as like potential options. So this one is from my own sticker shop. It is called the Abstract Geode Circles. I like the kind of funky patterns. I have 2 of Create with Mandy's aesthetic collage circles, or like colorful collage circles. This one was an oops sheet, so it is a little wonky on the cut lines, but I think it's perfectly usable. It came in like an oops bundle, so I'm like, okay, we'll give it a shot. This one is the aesthetic collage circles, and it's more pink tones, and then the lavender collage circles are purple. She has one, I think, for every single color of the rainbow. Through the end of March, you can use my code Caitlin10 to save 10% off at Create with Mandy. I will link her down below. And then finally, this is another oops sheet that I got a long time ago. This one is from Eau Claire's Creations, and it is the Blush Deco Circles Medium. I don't even know if she sells this anymore, but I thought a nice, like, kind of solid, not too heavily patterned circle sticker sheet might be nice to kind of add in here. The combo that I'm leaning towards is the blush with the aesthetic collage circles, and then maybe pulling in a different element. But I'm going to grab these 2, and then I think these could be fun together as well. But I'll have to save those for another project. In today's video, I'm going to be planning for the 25th, so I'm going to do the decorating, and then I'm going to do the writing, and then I'm going to get on with my day. So I'm going to pop that off the discs. Like I did with that like map circle one, I thought it was really cool to layer them over some alcohol ink stickers to give just a little bit more of an organic circle shape in the background. So this sheet is from According to Allie. It is the Blush Alcohol Ink. You can use my code Caitlin10 to save 10% over there as well. And I'm going to use this as my base layer. You can do just regular circles on the pages without adding in like a base layer, but I think I just want like a pop of color behind them. So I'm just going to add that into like some of my clusters. And these are big stickers, so I like to kind of put them off the side of the page and then cut them down. So we've got like that. And the way that Allie does her alcohol ink, it's very like circle-y. So I think it works with like the circle stickers. Washi tape also mixes pretty well with the circle stickers. You could do it on top or behind them. I was gonna do like a black and white grid because there's some grid pattern going on here in the Blush Deco circles. However, I just finished up my roll of the black and white grid washi, so I grabbed these 2 that came from the same set, hoping that one of them would be like a nice middle tone. I think this one is gonna work. I also have this one with the little plus signs. Maybe I could do both of them. And then that kind of brings the color palette together. Let's see, I'm gonna do it on top of the circles. So let's get some circles in place. When I'm working with like solid colored ones and patterned ones, I like to do like the solid color or like the lesser like patterned ones on the bottom layer. That way the circles that have the little pictures don't get completely obstructed, and we're just going for like little clustered shapes over here. I'm going to go with 2 of those ones, and it's helpful to do different sizes when you're doing circle stickers. So I think these ones are a little bit bigger than the Eau Claire's Creations, and I'm going to overlap them so that they build on each other. We can go for one of these like little small ones. And I don't have a problem bringing them off the edge of the page either. They kind of look like bubbles on top of the alcohol ink, but I like that. And I'm cutting these off because I can use these little slivers for other areas where the cluster kind of goes off the edge of the page. I prefer to do my clusters of like circles or most things in general in odd numbers. So let's pick one more to go over here. And I'm thinking just one more large sticker. I don't want to do that because it has text on it. And if I cut it off the bottom of the page, then you won't be able to read it. So let's do this. And we'll cut that. So we have 5 circles over here. I don't think I need this little skinny sliver, but you never know. It'll just stay right over there. So we've got 5 circles, and now I'm going to layer some washi tape on top of that. And we could go all the way into the middle of that cluster if we wanted to, just layering like that. I think it could be nice to have one of the circles kind of go on top of it. So let's just peel that back. Since it's on top of the alcohol ink, it doesn't stick down completely. Like, it'll stick, but it'll be a little tacky, so I can kind of rearrange the layers a bit. And if I need to glue it into place so that it'll stay on top of a clear sticker, I can grab my Zig 2-way glue pen and just tack it down a little bit more. I'm going to pair it with this one. So let's do that. It probably doesn't want to stay on top of washi tape, but we're going to try to make it. And we'll do that. So this is what we got for this little like corner circle cluster. I think it's kind of fun. Very, very pink. I'm going to do a smaller cluster up at the top of the scheduling section. So even though we have like 8 inches of snow on the ground right now, I still have to go into work in like an hour, which I am really, really hoping that I get the phone call that says, nope, you don't need to come in today. But the closer we get, the less likely it is that I get that phone call, unfortunately. I just don't want to deal with getting there because of the roads, but it is what it is. Let's see. I'm going to layer the washi tape first in this cluster. So I'm just going to overlap those 2. They'll get covered up by the circles once I start putting those. So it doesn't need to be perfect. Add a little bit of an angle. Oh well. Let's go in with the blush deco circles. And I'm trying to pull from a bunch of different areas on the sheet because they are different colors. This one is very close to the According to Allie alcohol ink. And I'm thinking I just want to do 3 up there because it's going to be a little bit of a smaller cluster. We could do the one with all the text. It leans a little bit more green or like dark around the edges, but I think it'll be fine. We can go maybe right here. And then I want to add in 1 small circle. So I'm going to take one of the darker orange ones off of here. I only have 2 of them left, so I'm going to have to kind of use those sparingly. And let's make that one just kind of hover in that little nook. So there's another cluster. You can add other things into your clusters as I showed you in that past spread. So like, for example, if I wanted to add in florals, really love these Create with Mandy butterfly florals. I wanted to save them for Mother's Day though, so I'm like hesitant to add them in. And we already have a lot going on, but I could just order another sheet of them. Okay, we'll add some butterflies in. twist my arm, you know. I'm just gonna add some butterflies in. I love stickers, you know me. So let's add in like maybe one or two. Could do like one there and one there. And mixing and matching all the different shapes really helps kind of bring things together. But I say this and I'm like, you could also just do a spread that's all circles. Like, you don't have to do all the different things, but this is just kind of how I'm building up my clusters today. And then I'm going to do one more like cluster, and I want it to be like right over here. So I'm going to take some alcohol ink as my bottom layer, and we'll just stick that right here. When I'm in my daily planner and I have something like that and I want it to go between the two pages, I'll typically take the second page. And even though I'm not decorating for tomorrow just yet, I'm going to let that sticker just be on the page so that it'll line up perfectly tomorrow, and I don't need to like try to put it like back into the planner. So let's just connect them right now and then cut them apart, punch them, and then put this Sunday page just back in the planner. Just because I want the alcohol ink to continue between the two of them rather than like cutting off halfway through and then nothing on the other side. Eventually I'll need to grab my Crop-A-Dile punch and redo those, but for now, not a problem. I'm going to go in with the butterfly florals, and maybe we could do like a big piece of florals between the two pages. I don't want to decorate Sunday, but I'm getting close. So I'm just going to line them up once again, and let's put some florals in there. I'm going to take this one, this nice, really big, large cluster of florals. We'll definitely be ordering a second sheet of these. Well, it'll be a third sheet because I already used them in my catch-all to do my monthly spread. And if I'm working on a cluster like this and I maybe want some circles to go between them, let's just leave it on the table and we'll figure it out in a little bit. So let's grab the kind of solid color. I mean, they do have a little bit of pattern to them, but I just want to put like these as my base layer. I'm going to take this one and just layer right there. Let's get some washi tape going between these two pages. I really am going to try to not cover up too much of Mandy's florals though, because those are just like adorable. You can see it through the washi tape. The washi tape isn't completely opaque, so I think that helps a little bit. But those florals are some of my favorites. Okay, we've got that going on. I'm going to try to just like steer clear of layering on those florals too much. I would like some of the aesthetic collage circles. So let's add this one in right here. And I can take some smaller ones and like go this direction with them. I like it when they overlap, but then you can also kind of cluster them into like the space where the circles form like different nooks. So like I could go right there, or we could go even over here. Think that works out. Maybe to bring this like floral piece up to the top, we could add in a butterfly. Just like up here. This is getting really big though. So maybe I'll go with one of the smaller butterflies. Let's try this one right here. And I could just have it kind of layer onto the circles, which I think I like. The white border kind of breaks up this big clump of things and it brings it back to that. So that's a finished cluster. We're going to leave it at that. I covered up most of the alcohol ink, but it's about the process. So some things just end up getting overlapped and they're part of the creative like process of, okay, figuring stuff out. Where does it go? And the alcohol ink just is a nice starting ground to like inspire me. So if it gets covered up and then it turns into a cluster, that's not the end of the world for me. I'll also say when I'm working on this half, but I'm probably not going to do it, is I like the like sticker dolls, red lyrics dolls layered in the clusters. I pulled this girl, probably going to use her in tomorrow's half of the spread, but well, no, too complicated. I could layer these into my clusters and like have the more organic abstract forms with something a little bit more realistic. So I think that could be fun, but I'm going to save her for tomorrow. I think the flowers and the jacket work well with the color palette that I've picked out for this. But cluster wise, I'm pretty happy with this. I'm going to set the stickers aside and get started on the functional stuff. I am starting with my gray Zig Clean Color Dot marker, and I'm going to use this for the headers. I'm going to draw just a little swatch of color along the top of both sides, or both columns, I guess. This is going to be where my schedule falls, and then I want a couple little sections down here. So I'm going to do one there, and then since we have this cluster in the way, I'm just going to do another section a little bit lower. And then I'm going to grab According to Allie header stickers, or like hand lettered words, to title all of those so that I know what's going on in what sections. I have a few different options on stickers for that. So I like the today ones to mark my to-do list. I know there's a to-do sticker on here, but I use those in my social media planner, so I try to just kind of use up all the stickers on the sheet. So this is a today list. And then we've got some YouTube stuff, so I wanted to film a couple things today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that with the wind noise that's currently going on, but let's put it in the planner so that it's there on the page in case I get to it. And then I like to use these stickers that say post to mark just what I'm posting on social media today. Kind of keeps me on track, even though I have that in my social media planner. Just a quick little note of, okay, this is what I'm kind of thinking ahead on. And then I'm going to take the important sticker sheet, and let's go with important today. I just use all three of these interchangeably to label the priorities section up here. So this is important stuff that I'd like to get done today or make some progress on. And then this one I just grabbed because it was the same post stickers, but I pulled that from elsewhere. So those are our headers for today's daily. Another thing I'll mention is, while you can find like these really decorative circle stickers from a lot of like small shops, you can also mix and match them with some more like functional or plain ones out of sticker books like this from the Happy Planner. So there's these ones that are like half gold, half like colorful. I think, you know, you could do these a lot of different ways. If you wanted to make these functional, you could cut them in half and use them like bullet points, or you could add something like this into your like decorative clusters. I think that'd be cute. These ones are a little bit more functional. They say like today, remember, important to do, that kind of thing. You could layer these on top of the boxes to bring that circle motif throughout. You could layer them into the cluster and then just use it as kind of like a header section. So if I took like remember and I stuck it here, then I could use that like section for like a remember thing. But the possibilities are endless. You can find a lot of circle stickers in a lot of sticker books. While I'm in that Paper Raven Co sticker book, I'm just going to take this sticker that says onward, and I'm going to use that to mark my work shift for today. Let's figure out how to get that into this cluster. It doesn't necessarily need to be in the cluster, but I kind of wanted it to be. I picked it because the pink tone is similar to the According to Allie alcohol ink, and that word onward makes it feel a little bit better, you know, with all the snow. So we're going to do that for the functional stuff. Now is the time to fill things in. I'm taking a Papermate Flair pen in a medium point, which is my go-to planner pen. And I'm going to look over yesterday and see what didn't get done. So some things got like a little dash next to them, meaning that I started the task. I started working on some Etsy orders. I didn't quite get them done. Post office is out of the question for today, so I think the next time I'm going to be able to get mail out is Monday. But I went a few times this week already, so it should be fine. Things that didn't get checked off are just going to get moved over. Things that got a little arrow I didn't have time to do. This like lifestyle photo for Instagram. I wanted to film a little like unboxing reel of my Happy Planner spring release order, and then the lighting just was not good. I was hoping to do it today, but the lighting is just not good. So we'll see what happens with that. But that's all going to get transferred over. I'm going to start with the priorities section. So just working on my job search, you know, applying to jobs. I'm trying to send out a bunch of applications and just like write cover letters and tailor my resume and stuff like that. So I'm trying to apply to a job. Like I tried to send out an application yesterday. I didn't get around to it because I was so tired, but I'm going to add that to today. And then working on designs for April are also on the docket. So I'm just going to move these three priorities over to today because they haven't really shifted. And they're going to go up here under important. I'm really looking forward to just sitting down and watching TV tonight and working on my designs for April. I have a bunch of ideas and a few suggestions from other people that I want to get started on. I'm going to put work into this onward box. And before I get too far into this and I get a lot of writing on the page, these are very smooth pages. The plum paper is just like smooth. It is essentially a toothless paper. So it takes a second for the Papermate Flair pen to dry, and that's why I need to periodically add the bullet points in so that I don't smudge anything once I get writing on that half of the page. So let's do that for the important section, and then I'm going to mark out the things I want to post. It might get a little tricky with the alcohol ink kind of covering up that line, but I will just make it work. So let's add those bullet points in and fill out the post section. Just trying to write around the cluster because I can't write on top of a clear sticker, and then I don't want to really cut through the stickers. So that's what we're going to end up with for post. And now we're going to the today section to move over stuff from over here. So I'm just going to start by moving things, and then I will add on other things that have come up for today. So I just started with the things that didn't get done yesterday, and then I went into the list of things that have just kind of gotten added on. A lot of like small 15-minute tasks that I'm hoping to just get a bunch of stuff done today. Even though I will be at work for the majority of it, I'm hoping to get some stuff done. I woke up early so that I could get videos filmed and just kind of get a head start on the day. So let's just add our bullet points in. And if I need to add more stuff, I do have some room before the film section starts. Now I'm going to make a list of videos that I want to film. So I want to get this one done, obviously. And then I wanted to do some more like daily plan with me is using new sticker books from the Happy Planner spring release. I wanted to do just like a roundup where I get a bunch of things decorated for the week. There's a social media plan with me that I would like to film, that kind of thing. So let's add those in. So those are all noted down there. I think for the most part, that's going to be pretty much all of the content that I have for the week, minus a catch-all plan with me, which I don't think I'm going to get to until like later on in the week while I figure out what my plans are. So I think this is going to be today's daily. I'm going to go ahead and repunch this and put it back on the discs, and we'll just get a good look at it. All right, so here it is, today's plum paper daily spread using a bunch of circle stickers. I think this turned out cuter than I imagined it being, because I originally was just like, I'm just going to use circles, but it evolved into something else. And I hope this was helpful for kind of showing some of the ways that you could use circle stickers in your planner. I really like to cluster them up and kind of mix and match different kinds of circles. But you know, you can do the same like design or the same like sheet of stickers. You don't need to mix and match, but I find that having a little bit of a solid color or a little bit of a visual like resting point does kind of help make it a little less hectic. I mean, it is still hectic, but I love it. And this is what I've got for today. I think this is so cute. The butterfly florals and the collage, or the aesthetic collage circles are Create with Mandy. The like gridded ones are from Eau Claire's Creations. I don't know if she still sells them, but I'll link her shop in case you're interested in checking out all the other stickers that she does have. Headers are from According to Allie. And this is what I've got. Oh, and also the alcohol inks from According to Allie as well. So there you have it. If you like this video, hit that like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more fun planner related content, and follow me over on Instagram at Caitlin Plans, where I share after the pen photos as well as photos of spreads that did not get videos. Thanks for watching and happy planning.